The big thank you to the fans who sent the mid-range, the figures, and the stuff back here. It's been my magic wand really nice. After that's the design of just what I want, come on, if I can start adding stuff to it. All that for the thickness I want, a different signal to give it a different shape. So let's go with this one here. This is huge.
Cobra ASMR is great. I get so mad at the lathe. For real, dude, I would be really mad about the lathe. How's his neighbor? I'd be like, turn. Why do you have a fucking lathe inside your house?
Get ready for the next battle. Desgraciadamente para ti, hoy tengo un mal día.
That's the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is Street Fighter 6 beta weekend. Let's go.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. If you play better, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check fam? Welcome back to another beautiful morning of checking these buttons. As always, first of all, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing, liking, all that good stuff. And chapters down below if you guys want to skip around to a certain subject. We got a hype one to say the least because, as you know,
So fucking high.
weekend is here. I think it dropped like 2 o'clock in the
Shit,
morning.
it's so
right?
big
Last
on my
night.
screen.
So if you have it, you have it. Congratulations. I'm hoping I get to play. I don't know, but on that topic, a lot of people feeling some type of way. From the ones that got it and the ones that didn't, and a lot more to unpack. Ladies and gents, without further ado, let's go. All right, now for them, Street Fighter 6, obviously, right? Closed beta with some notable content creators getting pissed off. Buttons that need to be checked. All right, so obviously this pops off in the world of Street Fighter 6. The closed beta is upon us. Once again, if you got it, congratulations. Hope you have fun because so far, I love the game and I'm hoping to play it this weekend as well. Well, there was a notable content creator kind of picked up the conversation. Apparently, he didn't get a key. He didn't get the invite, and he felt some type of way about it. Now, the crazy thing is, I'm putting the profile on the screen.
What's up, bro?
I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Is it Nahango?
How you doing,
Nahango Gamer? I'm pretty sure I'm butchering it. The crazy thing is, I've seen him a lot. Like, I've watched some of his videos.
I love his videos.
Like reviews and tech and stuff like that. So I haven't like gone in depth.
It's kind of fucked up, dude.
But I just noticed once he made this post, I was like, oh shit, it's this dude. You know, and
He does like controller reviews and shit.
270,000 subs. So right here, he posted this saying, unsurprisingly,
fucking awesome,
a
dude.
small influencer like me didn't get into the Street Fighter 6 closed beta again. And of course, I believe he was speaking
Life's good.
sarcastically.
I'm kind of getting sick, but
then of course,
I feel
you get
like
like
shit,
different
but
responses from the FGC.
I'm doing
Some
awesome.
people sharing
Other
their
than that.
testimony saying, you know, if it makes you feel any better. I think one comment said, I've been shitting on Street Fighter 5 for years.
Like I'm
and I
achy and
didn't get
hella
a key
fever
either,
again.
So I don't really think it's how you present yourself. Then I think some people kind of reach out to him and offer him codes. He responds saying, to everyone being super generous and offering codes or helping to get codes. Thank you so much. I actually have in real life commitments this weekend, so it was likely I couldn't play anyway. My tweets are just about the principle and realities of business. I noticed somebody by the name of Seth responds saying, small influencer, you have 10K followers and 270K on YouTube. Do you know what small means? Seth responds saying, you see, the problem is, it isn't that they don't understand. It's more that it's a very common pity tactic to bring up how I'm less important and smaller than X than these other people, and thus getting people to feel bad for you, but it's a random choice, so people want to clown on
you fucking asshole.
Sonic Frontiers.
How would you do that?
Posted this clip from the streamer. I'm not sure who they are, but I'll definitely put their link in the description field if I can find out their information.
Even play in 4K?
Follow them, show them some love, but they had this to say.
So I have a few things to say about this. Let me just make it clear.
You're crazy, dude. That shit's so overpriced.
Right? It's not. Like let's just first get that out of the way. The
You're
top
fucking
players
crazy.
and the most important.
I'm looking at probably like, I don't know, 3070 or Ti or something.
Right? It is not lottery. They're going to pick and choose who they want. That's just the reality. I refuse to believe that if Daigo is trying to play, they're going to say no. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe if any of the top players are trying to play that they're going to be left out due to lottery. That's just not the case. Let's just stop the cap there.
So that's interesting, right? Because I think a lot of us have felt that way, right? At one point or another, when it comes to this lottery, you kind of think to yourself,
it's lottery for the
all the
plebs.
top influencers,
Like
the
big
names,
influencer or
always
content
seem
creator, of course they're gonna get a fucking
that get the
code.
keys. Like if they want to play,
Don't be a little
they
crybaby
get 'em.
bitch about it. That's
it
how
seems
it's
like
real
it
life.
kind of trickles down to everybody else. But right here, he's more or less saying, no, it's not a lottery. I refuse to believe it's random. Because a lot of the big names will get it, always. But
they got a
CPU
CPU to match it.
Testimonies from a lot of people kind of sharing in the comments saying, well, I got it, and I feel like I was randomly chose. And honestly, Dirty Low actually came to me and was like, yo, I was chosen. And he was like shocked, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, yo, I just submitted regular stuff. It was nothing with button check. It was all independent, and I got it. And nobody at Capcom knows me, so I'm like, I'm lit. So best believe when we were talking about this topic, because we were literally talking about this before I hit record on the camera, he was like, nah, part of me just kind of believe that if you're a bigger name, they'll kind of just give it to you. But I do believe a large part of it is lottery / random. So how do you feel about that? What do you guys think the true, I guess, ratio is?
Where the fuck did my vape go, dude?
Lottery when it comes to the closed beta, when it comes to random versus selection for big content creators, how top or bottom heavy do you think it is? Then this is where it gets deeper, because Nihongo responds again. Looks like this one's a little bit more emotional. Says the lesson is from all of this, I believe, don't be a good boy. Don't follow rules. Don't make wholesome content. Don't avoid drama. Don't support companies. Don't avoid hack/crack software. Just do whatever you want, because nice guys come last. That's the only lesson.
Little homie laid down.
I spent my whole life trying to be a nice guy that'll never change, but the lesson is clear. Nothing is gained because you deserve it. That'll always come down to whoever is hungriest. How y'all think the responses are? We're talking about FGC Twitter. As you can imagine, they were pretty much memeing the shit out of that tweet. A lot of people kind of talking about along the lines of him.
Wayne Brady is gonna have to choke a bitch, dude.
Posting meme after meme after meme, talking about
I'm getting sick.
The jerks and not the nice guys. Some people calling this like a mental breakdown over a beta code. Others saying he actually quit being nice over a beta code. And it continues on. A lot of people kind of taking this that way, saying, bro, this is not the way. This is just the reaction you should have, because a lot of people are like, at the end of the day, we are just talking about the video games and the beta codes. Other people kind of agree with him, saying, not gonna lie, if Tekken 8 did a beta and I didn't get a code, I would be just as pressed, but I'd find a way though. I noticed another response right here that kind of stuck out to me, saying, nice guy or not has nothing to do with it. It's random. I got into the first one and a friend of mine just got into this one, and you're asking it for it to be less fair if you want content creators to get in with priority. This whole message just makes me think, what the fuck? Then I noticed this this one made me laugh my ass off. Not sure who made it, but Nihongo actually retweeted it saying, okay, but real talk, which video is my face from? And you can see the meme right here where they're saying, your numbers are gonna be so high this month. This cracked me up. And you see him right here. Nice guy, Capcom reaching for the jerk. which is, of course, LTG. Anyway, I thought that shit was hilarious. He actually follows it up right here saying, pointing fingers and laughing is the truest form of FGC online experience, and yet we still expect it to grow. I hope everyone is taking notes today. And because I know this will probably blow up too, let's just clarify that it's not an FGC only thing. It happens in all online communities. It's not even necessarily a bad thing. It can be leveraged. I noticed you
you guys
made
have a
another
good
quote
morning,
right here
dude. I'll be
saying, heading
back
back
on
to
later,
in real life
probably.
work now, but leave tips on how to leverage my new fame as a living FGC scrub quote. So there you go. At least he has a good sense of humor about it, but that's pretty deep, right? You got people, interesting concept,
Where the
right?
fuck my vape went? I'm literally gonna
Because
fucking lose my
we have the
shit.
beta, it is here. Some of you are playing it. Some of you got your heart broken because you've been looking forward to playing it, and you still
two of
haven't
those
got your hands
fuckers,
on it.
and I
Let's
lost
be real,
both.
A lot of people still got codes from when they cracked it. You know what I'm saying? So there's
I
hundreds, if
won.
not thousands of people
What a
out
weird
there
spot.
still playing it, never stopped. And the rest of us kind of out there just waiting to June 2nd, kind of gritting our teeth, maybe feeling like this man right here, like nice guys finish last, and it's some bullshit. What do y'all think, man? This is definitely causing some conversation. This is a notable content creator.
Dude,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
I'm
Put
definitely
yourself
getting
out there.
sick.
But how y'all feeling? How you feeling about everything we're
feel
seeing
like dog
today? You know,
shit.
some getting it. Do you think it's a lottery? Do you think it's, you know, truly random, or like no?
It's
there's
random,
really, like,
plus they
picking who
give
want?
people
And do you think they were
influencers
just,
keys,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, maybe putting too much emphasis
And then everyone else is just
on
random.
getting
Yeah,
keys?
duh.
Should we really be taking it that personal, or is it just business at the end of the day? So that it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you are feeling.
stupid
Once
can you
again,
be to
thanks,
think
guys,
that,
for
like,
watching.
it's
Thank you for
totally
subscribing.
random?
I am hyped for this weekend.
The same people that think the government fucking, you know, cares about them. They're the same fucking people. How could it not be truly random? The government truly cares about us. Can't believe this this injustice. You're fucking a naive retard. The actual fuck up. That's not how shit works. Like he was saying, like, you think Daigo's gonna ask for them for a key and they're gonna be like, sorry Daigo, you just weren't lucky today. Like thousands of fucking Japanese people that all watch him play it and shit. I don't think so. I fucking think so.
Sergei Dragunov.
Of course they're gonna get a fucking key. Oh my god. You guys know the banks control the world? Heck yeah, dude. Get with the times. Already watched the first pools.
Shit.
Oh, this is the actual Japanese stream. Shit.
taking wins over Take, Double, and as well as Pecos. So I don't know. I think he
Piohico?
might be playing possum, like you said, with Obake. Like he's like, oh no, I'm kind of nervous.
Well, here you see here Piohico, favorite character
Hobby
Zafina
of
is
little
what's listed
alcohol.
there, right, from Tokyo, Japan. Started playing way back in 2020, but you know, Tekken that he started on was way back in Tekken 5. Player influenced him the most is Dajan, the Marduk from Pakistan. And his hobby, you can see him right there in the picture, is a little alcohol. You know,
Just a
A
little.
little
what
alcohol,
it is,
dude.
man. But you know, you see this regional ranking, it was 17th, right? Obviously, he had a top 16 prior to this. He was 17th, but you know, due to some technicalities, he's in here. And just like that, made his way to this top 8 and now has an opportunity to go all the way to Amsterdam. So, huge opportunity for him.
And now moving on here, Matsuba again, 13th rank here. Favorite character is that Steve Fox. So maybe he's going to bring it out because he said he wanted to pick his favorite character here, or the one that suits him the best. So Steve Fox can be one of the characters he brings out. He's been playing since 2019, started with Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Player that influenced him most was Nobi, and he loves music. So I cannot wait to see how Matsuba is going to try and solve the puzzle in front of him that is Piohico, because he's very offensive. Like he's all gas and no brake. So I wonder how he's going to tame him.
That's awesome. Of course, we got an 019er versus an 020er. You know, we'll see which one comes out on top. Veterans
the
of the
better
game. But Matsuba, you know, obviously mentioning had the Steve character that we saw Steve Porter, but we've seen mainly Julia out of him, right?
Yes.
He's young and
We
dude.
have seen him use. That's what got him this far.
It's funny though. I think I'm like
He's
a
really good with that Julia. He's gotten wins. He
a
actually
2017
was in
or
that
something.
pool with Obake, and he was actually one of the leaders to actually get a lot of wins over Chikarin, Hakayo, and same with Obake. So his Julia is not one to look past. So I'm excited to see if he brings up the Julia.
But in this interview, we just heard he just talked about using his soul character, right? I mean, is the soul character the Julia or is it the Steve Fox?
It's the mix-up. I don't know, Rep. We're gonna have to find out and see because he did. Yeah, those were words that kind of resonated with me too. Like no one just says like that. Like I'm just gonna use the character that resonates with me the most. Right?
With my soul.
So
And in my soul, Steve Fox is my favorite character, but I'm gonna play Julia Chang. You know, like
Hey,
what?
Julia's asking for spirits, right? Spirits give me strength, right? So who knows?
Ooh,
Right?
interesting.
Then he brings out Fang. I don't know.
Oh boy. Yeah, wins were resonating with my soul, so I decided to go with wins.
So we're gonna go with Feng Wei here. We'll just see. But yeah, if you guys have not seen Piohiko, you guys have to see him. He's very innovative with his offense. And shout out to Twilight. He did exchange words with Piohiko and asked, like, why do you use, like, of all the characters, how come you picked your resonating with Xiao Yu? He goes, oh, it's purely out of warfare. It's to tilt my opponent. And I mean, Xiao Yu, she can be very tricky to deal with. So
She's really
I would
annoying.
say that's an A+
true.
in my book with that strategy.
I feel like we don't really see Xiao Yu players try to tilt their opponents anymore either. So I love that thought process there. You know, when
Right?
your
Yeah,
character
that is
has
true.
when your character has that ability to break your opponent's mental just by you know either evasion or
I
whatever.
feel like Negan does that,
you have
and
to
so
take
does
advantage of that, especially in the tournament
Zafina.
format, especially when it's just first to 2 games.
Right, yeah. That is the art of war, right? You know, it just might as well use the characteristics of that character to your advantage. We're about to load into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the first of Pool B in Matsuba versus Piohiko here. Again, we talked a lot about Piohiko. Let's throw it over to Matsuba again.
guy's name is
very
Scripter.
stoic as ever. He was also very... I would say he had that calm
So he's
confidence
cheating.
when he came into the top 16 because he said he
So he
put
has
in the
140
work,
wins.
and he's also asked help. He sparred with a lot of players, and hopefully his hard work is going to pay off here.
Yeah, Matsuba obviously one to keep an eye on here. And in this group, the 2 names that you know the general Tekken world is most familiar with is going to be Ao and Nobi, right? Like they're the 2 names. You saw this group, you say, oh, Ao and Nobi, they're the 2 going to make it out. I mean, that would have been true like 7 years ago, right? Nowadays,
I would say 7 minutes ago when Rangchu's out. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, it's a good point. I was gonna say, you know, 7 years ago, sure, but nowadays, you know, obviously the Yamasa boys, they aren't placing as well as they used to. Al has been doing pretty well overall, but we've seen in this format, like we just saw with Rangchu, you can be, you know, the top guy that everyone expects to win, and just one game lost in this group can cost you everything, right? Like no lead is safe here. You have to play every single set to its maximum potential. Like, and when I say that, I mean you don't want to lose a game to anybody.
And that's kind of scary because you have to play with that urgency where it's like you have to go super dominant and not afford yourself with one loss, because you could say the track record that Rangchu walked, it was actually pretty good. I don't know, maybe it might be recency bias, but like the way he was able to dominate and then
Weird.
he just lost that one. Oh god,
This guy plays really weird.
so, they're button checking, I know, but who knows?
Okay.
But the way he was able to dominate so far, and then for that one loss to resonate with him that long, it's just that's the game. That's the type of format for you to be able to qualify for the TWT offline. So I think that's what they know here. That's why they're doing the button checks. They know that no one is safe at all. It's like the Thanos' snap, man. You're not sure what's gonna happen. You're just hoping you won't disappear.
Damn, he's got all the colors right there. Blue ball top, white, pink, and red buttons mixed in there. Man, this should be interesting. I'm very curious to see Piohiko. I think he's the interesting storyline here because he's the guy, you know, who just missed the cutoff, but then got in and has made the most out of it so far, right? So if you see him even make the top 4 here, that's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, I hate to say storyline, right? That's an interesting storyline to follow because me and Wimaru were like, he's not even supposed to be here, and he's 2-0ing people like double Take. So I think That's the new meta, Rip. It's like the least is expected of you, the more you can thrive. Because again,
You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose. Exactly.
Exactly. All you can do is make a name for yourself, right? So that's the best position to be in. So, you know, I'm really interested to see how far Piohico can go. And what?
We got one right, but that
Didn't
was
I just say every game matters, man? Every game. Negan versus Feng Wei. Is this another button check?
I'm not
No
sure,
way.
but there was one time in the ICFC he did bring out the Negan, but I mean, you know, his Ling was better. But no, this is the
They're playing, yeah.
Matsuba bringing out the Feng Wei. Okay.
Oh my
Negan,
God.
dude.
Rip.
Yeah, game
Winning
on.
resonates with him. That's
Best character in the
that's my
game.
Character. It's winning.
That's what he's talking about, right? It's like, I'm gonna go
Got
with my
TK
soul
Ultra Weight
today.
100 hertz?
Whatever my soul
Nice.
says will get me the victory. That's what I'm picking.
Not bad.
It's Feng Wei. And
Not
now
bad
Feng
at all.
Wei giving Piohico a hard
The
time
Ultra
to
Weights
get
are
out
pretty
of this whole
cool.
situation. Shoulder to close it out.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Well, I'm throwing my notes out the door. I was watching Top 16 last night. Ooh, yo, Julia is like this, like that, but going with the Feng. Piohico now with his Negan. Yeah, go for it.
No, I was gonna say that. Obviously, you had a chance to take notes of commentary, but at the same time, the players had weeks to take notes on each other.
True.
So this is the mix-up right here. You're like, I know I gotta play this guy. I'm not gonna give him my Julia. I'm not gonna give him my Lingamarta. I'm gonna give him the Negan. I'm gonna give him the Feng Wei.
And he's giving him the works here. Piohico has that rage, but can he even spend it? Oh, wow. Good fishhook check by Matsuba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you're
other
right.
thing-
Yeah, it's a mix-up.
The other thing you got to remember too is that Japan was, I believe, the first region that had their top 16 qualifier. So they've had the most time, you know, between their
Right.
qualifier for top 16 and top 8 to prepare for their opponents.
That is true. And so far, this Feng Wei has been working out for Matsuba. Piohico has not gotten his Negan started out just yet. Again, Negan, you know, you have to really play with his range, play with his plus frames here. He has not gotten that out just yet.
Get over here.
The grab.
Intimidation stand throws. Yes, sir. Rage mode
has
Matsuba. The blue stuff resplat combo doesn't even need to completely get the full combo 3 rounds straight for that Feng Wei.
Okay, and you saw that look in Piohico's face, Rib. I'm going to bring it back to that point. You want to be able to pick your soul character to start out with. And the Negan, I don't know if he's soul buddies with Piohico here. Like,
You can
He's
hear
soul
his
buddy.
nervous select right now, right? And this was the problem I talked about for Piohico, right? We knew Ling, Marta, Katarina, maybe Zafina were potentials, and instead we got the Negan. And we've got 5 characters to choose from in a format where losing one game can really screw you, like we just saw in Group A. It's a problem. So Piohico, he's got to find a character and stick to it and make it work. And already down a game here.
yeah, and hopefully this doesn't haunt you, because like rank 2 being the case study here. Yeah, going with the Ling, and if he dominates here, this is going to be tough because he's going to have to hope that this loss won't bite him in the butt in the future. But now this is the Ling Xiaoyu, this is the plastic love outfit, the city J-pop that he's known for. So let's see this Ling go unleashed.
Man, nice side to start things off for Matsuba too. But okay.
Piohico here. The innovative offense tried to jump over for a setup there. That's going to get punished with a cloud kick. And now Piohico going to try to find the wall here.
I like to whip some damage there. The first setup didn't work out.
Oh, watch out for that Kenpo stance. Matsuba still trying to stalk his prey here. Piohico.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wait.
Able to get the Tiger Claw. No. Headbutt closing out. It's a setup. Matsuba
Yeah,
said he got it.
Piohico, you know, he went for the side step forward there, so if it was a little bit early, could have had the counter it there, but the headbutt definitely beat her out there.
Wasabi.
Oh, wow. Good call out there by Matsuba here. He's able to snipe out that low and finds the wall here.
Damn, Feng is good.
He is.
Man, the sidestep 4s right now.
Jesus.
Working out, and Matsuba looking to take a 2-0 lead to start out the group.
Feng is so
This is
good.
a strong showing by Matsuba here. Piohico can't afford any more losses. He wants to-
Hirohito.
This is his soul character. He needs to be able to make this work. Drops the heel. Oh, but Matsuba's ready for that punish. It just seems like he's ahead of Piohico for like a few steps here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Look at it. Prepared for the high. Are we getting the balcony break? Or are we keeping it? We're keeping it. Oh, boy, that might be it.
Uh-oh. Follow it up. Nice. Piohico can work for a comeback here. Matsuba could have pulled the
That was
trigger
not a
there.
quarter circle.
Uh-oh. New kick. I'm gonna follow
Wow,
it up.
went under the down forward one.
We're still alive. The drive. And we're taking the balcony.
Uh-huh.
We're going for a wall setup here.
Wow, sidewall setup.
The throw!
It's not
I
dead yet.
can't believe it. I cannot believe he brought back that whole round. He's sitting up in his chair. He's leaning in. He's got the gamer lean going. Piohiko.
He's wired in, man. This is his character. Matsuba's got to stop the momentum from coming in. Uh-oh, Piohiko trying to drown him with the offense.
She got to do counter it while standing too. Piohiko sends him to the wall. Running 3 combo. Hey.
Ooh, double lows. Matsuba,
Bro.
though. Cloud kick to
What?
close it out.
It's not over. Piohiko fighting back. Counter it down back
Rocky movie,
3.
man. It's insane how he's able to make that comeback happen. Now we're at final round here. Matsuba still has the victory ahead of him, but Piohiko gets punished by the firecracker whip.
Uh-oh. He's going to need another Rocky comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not going to happen. Wait.
Oh, hang on.
If he made that one happen, bro.
Oh, that would have been crazy. But Matsuba knows that that was a close one. Jeez, the wheels were slowly turning there, and it brings back our point with the Negan matchup in Hammerhead. If the Xiaoyu started out, could have warmed up at the start, and it would have been all gas and no brakes for Piohiko. But unfortunately, he wanted to experiment
Oh my
there.
God.
Didn't quite pay
Okay.
off, and Matsuba gets the first win here in the pool.
Yeah, that's probably going to be something he looks back on when we look back at the end of this group. But Piohiko loses the first set 0-2 there. Matsuba gets the 2-0 victory. So Matsuba, he's chilling right now, right? But as we saw with the ranked you, even at single 2-0 doesn't mean anything. You can still get eliminated out of the group. So it's not done for either player yet. Piohiko, he's going to have to pick it up though.
Yeah, and let's talk about that comeback because honestly, I feel like Matsuba was also kind of scared here because you saw the confidence coming out of Piohiko trying to force like back turn mix-ups, launches here and there. The rising options were all hitting. So I think, yeah, Matsuba was able to warm up already and got into that flow. It was too late already for him. So Matsuba starting off real well here, getting a 2-0 over Piohiko here at Pool B.
And I think once that comeback round happened, I felt like that's when Piohiko's Ling was like at full strength. You know, like sometimes you switch character, you need that round or two to really like fire up the character and remember everything you want to do with it to establish your game plan. But it's way too late at that point, especially in this format. So Piohiko, he's got to decide for his next match, whoever it's going to be, whether it's Ao or Nobi. He's got to decide what character am I going to go with from the beginning and make the right choice. Because as you mentioned, he's got like 5 characters to choose from.
Yeah, it's a character analysis paralysis, right? You got so much to work with. Maybe you're Labin, you figured out this certain matchup, but you can't go wrong with your original main
He
character.
loves that
Well,
thing.
I mean, Zafina's his favorite character, but the Ling, right? That's what got him to the dance. And even though, like, he did say, you know, the recent changes kind of affected him, not enough to really phase him because he got notable wins in online tournaments like ICFC. So I think that when it comes down to it, you
Health
gotta
speed.
stick with it. So now we're gonna move on to Ao versus Nobi. So let's go.
Young man Ao out here in the shorts.
Ooh, there we go. We got the banner of the Topanga. Let's go. Got the pose. And also a big question. Not to mention Ao has a plethora of characters. He's also been kind of experimenting with the Feng. What's interesting, Rip, is that he actually won this against Chiri Chiri with a knock.
Dude, I low parried. I swear.
That is very
I don't know.
I did the
what he'll be
down
bringing.
forward 1+2.
Ooh, I'm excited for this entrance.
I swear.
Tekken is a Japanese game. Yamasa Nobi.
Quote him on that, ladies and gents. Oh, the stare down. He's looking up, he's looking down.
Damn,
Where is he?
Double checking that the eyebrows are still there. Let's go, Nobi.
Even in his interview, man, he's a character. So,
Perfect.
so yeah, we will be talking to them in just a bit, ladies and gentlemen. But this match, Rip, we were talking about it off camera. We were saying like, dang, this could have been the finals, right, for this pool,
Right.
but we're getting it now.
Yeah, we get it early out here, right? These are the 2 big names. This is a run back of EVO 2015 Grand Finals
so stoned
for
already.
Tekken 7. And like I said, 7 years ago is when these guys met. Nobi won that exchange, right? This is the run back, essentially.
Wow.
7 years later, you know,
Dude,
7.5 years
Tekken
later,
lore,
even.
man.
It's awesome.
You gotta let the time pass for that rivalry to kind of brew, and what better stage to settle on but here. So let's head on over to the
意気込み
interview.
としては、今年その先ほど福士さんがおっしゃ
All
っ
my
た
muscles fucking
連敗
ache.
ところで多分 今年は僕が一番活躍してると思ってます。そこは自負してるんで、この勢いのままに、突き抜けてオランダ行けるように頑張りたいと思います。のびさんは本当今年の TWT はもう5分
No
って
idea
言
what
っても
they're
過言
saying,
では
dude.
ないぐらい接戦がすごい続いてて、
Translate it
結構
real.
因縁の対決も多くてってか、
As in,
じゃんけんしたんですよ。
for
そ
my
の
enthusiasm,
1P2P
I'm
を選ぶ。
probably the most successful in terms of consecutive wins. So I'm gonna keep doing my best to keep the momentum going so that I'll be able to go to the finals in the Netherlands.
応援よろしくお願いいたします。
And I hope that you cheer me on.
はい、こんにちは。ここまで
はい
結構やるこ
konnichiwa
とをやってきたんですよ。その配信終わった後に別のこの大会に向けた練習とかを基本的にはやってきたので、その部分が出せれば勝てるんじゃないかなと思ってます。青とは
This year has been quite busy for me because once I end the stream or I end an event, I'm usually practicing for another event. So I'm hoping that I can take all that practice and win this event.
There you have it, folks. And the hard work for both these players. Again, the consistent work ethic of Nobi is going to be tested, and also I guess the momentum of Ao, since he had a lot of consecutive wins. And he placed really well in Topanga League, and he's always a constant threat in a lot of tournaments. But I think I would say this is the same context. It depends on the character they pick to start things off.
I think it's not only the character, but it's also the format, right? Like, obviously, at this level of the game, anyone can win or lose one game, and so it's not a surprise to see Nobi or Ao take one game off the other, and that might come back to bite either one of them. So, on the other side, getting a tool is great. They could definitely do that to each other as well. But let's take a look at these player cards, guys. We're going to look at Ao first here, out of Tokyo, Japan, 10th place in the regional rankings. His favorite character currently is that Kunimitsu, formerly used to be that, Kunimitsu 2, sorry. I mean, I don't know anyone who likes Kunimitsu 1 that much. Started playing in 2010, which he was, he started playing back then. He was also came out to America with WCG back then because he was already a top player with the Elisa. So right out the gate, strong player. Started playing Tekken way back in Tekken 3. Which player influenced you the most is Hamaha? And his hobby is jogging. I did not know that. A jogger. Ao is a jogger.
A jogger. Dude, jogging, that builds mental
fuck
resilience.
that.
No one wakes up and like, hey, I'm looking forward to jogging. It's like something you gotta do, right? But putting it up there, that means this guy is mentally
I'm just gonna
strong.
chill, you pimps. I'll be
Ao,
back
ladies
on
and
later
gentlemen,
today.
also in the